Hi, my name is Trish, and I'm addicted to shopping. Shopping addiction. It's obviously very clear that I do have a shopping addiction. Addiction is a problem that you cannot control. An addiction is something that you do that may not be the healthiest for you, that brings you joy, and others see as a problem. Now, here's the thing. Shopping addiction I can say seriously, or I can say funny, like, hi, I got a shopping addiction. Shopping addiction I can say seriously. Now, as a lot of you know, I had debt. I was in serious debt for years. I'm just climbing out of debt now. I'm just barely getting there. I'm just touching the surface of debt. Basically, to get out of debt, that's a whole other video too. I just cut up my credit cards and did not spend anything that I did not have the money for. But I got into debt because of my credit cards and my overspending and buying stuff I didn't need or want. I still kind of do that to this day, but in a little bit more of a rational way, if that makes sense. Okay, so my shopping addiction started when I was really young. My dad spoiled me so much. So I know it kind of sounds conflicting, whatever. So let's say sometimes like I was poor when I was little, and sometimes I had all the money in the world when I was little. And that's basically what it was. So when I was really little, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish, we were kind of not poor, but like my dad would, you know, buy stuff more sparingly. Then at 10, my dad sold his company, and that's when, you know, I started getting pretty much everything I wanted. So I'd go shopping and my dad would be like, yes. And even before that, when we didn't have money, my dad would put it on his credit cards to make me happy. I think probably because he felt guilty because of divorce. I don't know what it was, but I just remember getting everything I ever wanted. And I'm like, can I have that or that? And my dad's like, you can have both. And I was like, yay! And it made me happy. And my mom the same way. My mom never was like super rich or anything like that growing up, but she was still really good about like getting me like new things, like, you know, new book bags, new shoes, you know, stuff like that, so I wouldn't get teased or made fun of, you know. So I guess it was her credit cards too. So basically my parents were giving me everything I wanted, and some people might think, oh, well, that's a bad way to raise your kid, or, you know, they grow up to be like Trish, a shopping addict. But the thing is it could go either way, because my brother is all about saving. Even when we were younger, he wouldn't buy much. He'd rather just take the money or just not buy anything at all, not waste it. So I think it's definitely something that's triggered in you whether you have money or not. Okay, so we're going to do a little comedic side and a little serious side. So like the serious side of it is this. So basically shopping for me is like a drug. It makes me happy. When I'm down, I buy something, it makes me happy. When I'm happy, I go out and buy something to celebrate. And a lot of this can be compared to my food addiction. I have two addictions, I always say that. It's really hard for me to stop, and really hard for me to like have willpower when it comes to, and that is spending money, and that is eating food. So talk about my food addiction, I'm going to talk about my shopping addiction. The shopping addiction makes me happy. I love to have things pretty around me. I love to have new things. I love to have I will buy things and just like put them away in storage because I just like to have them there just in case. I might need a blue sequin vest or a clown mask. Who knows? Like, so that's where it comes in. And the other serious side is obviously, you know, it's not hurting anybody, but it can get me into debt. And, you know, sometimes I get towards the end of the month where I kind of have to like pinch pennies, and I get really nervous that I don't have enough money, which is not a good thing because I'll take stuff out of savings. So basically what I did now, like I said, I cut up the credit cards and I have stuff in savings that I just do not touch. If I do not have the money in my bank account, I will not buy it, and I will cry and pout about it, but I'll write it down in like a list and be like, this is my wish list for Christmas or my birthday or for when I win the lottery or something like that. And usually most of the time I'll forget about it like a month later. But here's the thing, I try not to go to malls if at all possible. Target is my shopping addiction for now. That's been my latest one, but it's not bad because Target's pretty cheap. But I try to avoid the malls at all costs and all that stuff like that. Now the funny side of shopping addiction is this. Like, I love to shop. That's how people know me. They just think I'll go broke like till the day I die because I buy all this stuff. And like the cool part of it and the happy part of it and the fun part of it is like I get to share it all with you, and I get to share it with the world. And I'm really a sharing and giving person. If you're my friend or my family, I will give you a purse. And I've been known to like just throw stuff, you know, to Goodwill. Like, you know, it's just like I just give stuff away because it makes me happy, and I like to buy for other people. And that's the other good thing about it, is I'm definitely one of those people who believe the more you give, the more you get. And I give a lot, so I guess I get a lot more. So I guess it's not bad. So like people say shopping addiction like it is a serious thing, and it can totally be serious if you don't have the budget for it and you don't know how to like spend. You know what I'm saying? So like back when I was 18, I would just buy everything and anything I wanted, kind of like when I was a kid. And that's where I couldn't like afford my rent and my utilities and all that other stuff like that. So that was a problem. Now nowadays people are like, why would you buy, you know, $300 worth of Hello Kitty appliances? Well, it's for my house and I love Hello Kitty and it makes me happy and that's what I spend my money on. And I say this all the time. I don't spend money on booze. I don't go out to bars. I don't, you know, I spend my money on me because I can. And I'm selfish right now because I don't have kids and I don't have any responsibilities and I like to spend the money on me. And maybe as I progress and I get older, it'll change, and that's what happens. We evolve. So, you know, if you have a shopping addiction, it's okay. There's help out there. Just be within your limits and in your budget and just know what your priorities are. Maybe a video game is not important to you, but maybe saving up for a brand new car or a brand new set of boobs is. Who knows? Like, who's to say what to spend your money on, you know? We all spend our money on crazy and frivolous things. Something that you might think ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous that people go out on Friday nights and spend like $60 on like a bar tab. Like, are you kidding me? That could be a pair of shoes and a vest from Forever 21. And a MAC lipstick. Throw that in there too. So it's kind of crazy. So anyways, I guess the point of this was to kind of help with my shopping addiction and know that I have a shopping addiction. Admitting you have a problem is the first step, right? Isn't that the first step? I do. That is the first step. So those are kind of like my little tips. If you have a shopping addiction, just remember to stay in your budget, to make sure it's not affecting anybody or your family. If you have a family, make sure you're not spending crazy, you know, like gambling people. Their family suffers because of it. So make sure you're not hurting anybody, and my advice would be to keep something in savings, just that little cushion. Do not touch it ever. Keep whatever you can in there. Keep $1,000 in there. Keep $5,000. Keep $10,000. Whatever you can. Keep $100 in there. Do not ever touch it. That way you have that little cushion and a little fallback. I like to keep a month's rent in there just in case something happens. I have no idea. In case I get fired from my job. In case something happens, I like to have that just in case for that month, and you're prepared and you're ready and you don't touch it. And also, credit cards are evil. Devil, I don't know what my evil sign is, but credit cards are the devil. If you can, do not use credit cards, especially if you're young. It'll get you in debt. I've been paying my debt for years and years and years, and I'm like barely seeing the light, guys. So be really, really careful. I don't know. Maybe I'll title this Credit Cards Are Evil or My Shopping Addiction. I don't really know, but I guess you'll see the title and then you'll know what I decide. Anyways, alright fishies, this one was for you because we all have shopping addiction, and YouTube does not help your shopping addiction. Try not to watch too many hauls because I watch like 20 hauls a day and then I want everything that everybody else has. So be happy with what you have, be grateful for what you got, and if you have got a little extra cash, then feel free to spend it on yourself. I got cash in my pockets and I want to burn it. Not literally. Love you fishies. Mwah.